Hello, everyone, and welcome to another special presentation of the Let's Go Off-World podcast. This is a Legions quest. That is where myself, Joe G, acting as the Dungeon Master, runs a Mythic Legions themed, unofficial role-playing game for my wonderful players here. How's everybody doing?
Excellent.
Good.
Right on. Glad to hear it.
Fantastic.
So, as our usual theme, we'll go ahead and let Jesse start with a recap of the last episode to bring everyone, including us, back up to speed on where we're at. Jesse?
Last time on A Legion's Quest, our heroes emerged from a tunnel into a room in an abandoned tower to the outskirts above Rakesh. There we saw the Bone Thrower, the main antagonist of our story so far, talking to a vampire that hissed, "They're here. Deal with them. Our plans must not be delayed." "The horseman cometh," declares the Bone Thrower. "There's nothing you can do. All that will remain are death and ashes." And then we kicked his butt. It was
hard.
Epic. It's great to be able to summarize an entire 2-hour session in like 2 sentences of we kicked his butt. It was pretty epic. Everybody got some really cool moments in. Ferr got the killing blow, which was a pretty epic divine smite.
With a natural 20.
With a natural 20.
That's right.
We then made our way back into the town.
I laid on the ground the whole time and didn't do anything.
It was a
That was
hug
pretty
fest
epic.
from Gradduk.
Yeah.
Ferr and Cam have a conversation on their way back to town about the vampire, because the vampire both had connections to their histories. Let's see, we got some items.
Killed my mother.
Yes, and the vampire had a like a locket that belonged to Cam. We got some magical items, a belt and a staff, and a pouch. We go in and talk to Belgar and Emin in the tavern. And Cam and Ferr go off to talk to Rugtug and the other heroes that are combatants that helped the goblin forces, the mercenaries, not bandits, and Beerish and the rest of our friends we had known so far. We were all trying to come back into the town to celebrate together, and Ferr and Tiro went off to find Cremone because we didn't know where he was. Cam went back into the tavern,
but we didn't know.
and right as we're all talking about stuff, there's a huge rush of a mighty wind striking the front of the tavern, blowing the doors and windows in, and Lady Belush comes striding through, dragging Cremone. Danabelle, her daughter is getting married to the town new captain of the guard, screams out, "Mother, no!" And "Enough of you," says the old woman, and she snapped her fingers, causing her to lock up as if petrified. And she says, "You three have something that belongs to me. I'm here to take it back." And Cam said something smartass.
Doesn't sound like him at all. Her at all.
No.
Did we establish what these things that we got are? We did, right? Staff of Tellum and Invocation, the pouch is Conjuration, but we don't really know what they do, right? We
Correct. That is correct. Yes. You
We haven't had time
investigated
to-
them, but you haven't done an
Kira
identify
hasn't had
spell
time
on
to
them
really
here
look at them.
yet.
Yep,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
So
okay. And who's got what? I think I have the staff.
I think you were holding on to all three of them because you
Okay.
did the detect magic on them to discern what type of magic they
All right.
are.
Well, all right, whatever. Okay.
All right. So picking up right from where we leave off, The Lady Belush has just said, I believe that you have something that belongs to me. And
Can't hear you, Joe.
Can't hear you, Joe.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yep.
as soon as the music went on, we lost you.
Sorry,
I'm not sure
Joe.
if that was connected or not.
Oh, okay. I don't know. How strange. Everything was good on my end as far as I know.
Let's try it again and see if it.
Take two.
All right.
Take two.
So, the lady Belush, having just said, I believe you have something that belongs to me. Her voice changes to a very raspy and uncomfortable voice compared to when you first met her all the way back in the town of Burlong, where she had a somewhat sweet and noble-esque voice that has definitely changed. Her features sink in and her eyes become deep sockets. You can still see that she's alive, but she appears to have aged maybe around 60 to 80 years before your very eyes. I am running out of time. I need her life to keep mine. And she drops Cremone and floats into the air. Gestures with her hand. Cam, you feel a tug at your haversack as it flies open and the ring flies out of it across the room and perfectly slots onto her finger. Her soul will be mine, she says, and she starts moving forward towards Danabel, who is in some sort of suspended animation, glowing, a blue light glowing around her as she's held prone in the center of the room. The wind that knocked the doors open and rattled all the windows has pushed everyone in the tavern and the furniture all against the walls. It's like there's a giant vortex in here, just pressing everything and everyone against the walls of the tavern. And you and her appear to be in what would be the eye of the storm, where it's calm and peaceful inside while the vortex holds everyone else back.
Are the doors open or closed, Joe?
They're actually off the hinges. She actually blew the doors off when she was coming in.
So Artira
So
and I
we're all
within,
held back?
No.
No.
You guys are
we're
in the
inside.
center.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
you
all
guys are inside.
Artira and I within sound. Can we have heard any of the commotion where we were?
Yes, actually. When she busted in, it made such a loud racket that if you had wanted, you could have started heading in that direction to see what the turmoil was. And I would say that your characters were probably about arriving to the door at this time.
So when we were outside of town, I turned to Tira and said, Did you just hear that? I know there's a lot of celebrating in town, but that didn't sound right. I think we should head back.
Yes, definitely. That doesn't sound like celebrating to me at all. What a terrible ruckus.
So we turn and run towards town, get back into town, and see that the tavern doors are blown off.
Yes, and you can also see the Lady Belush holding Cremone by the throat, his arms and legs dragging on the floor. He's either dead or unconscious, you're not sure.
Tira, you stay
I'm gonna
outside.
shoot her.
Can I
Mother's
run?
here.
Can I run into the doors, or am I going to be held back by the vortex?
There's no doors there.
Yeah, there's no doors. You
There's an
can
open door.
attempt to run through the doorway. We'll do that on initiative. If Cam pulls out her bow, combat is going to start.
Here we
So
go.
I will share the map,
Dun, dun, dun.
and everyone needs to roll initiative.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor before everything happens here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, here we go, kids. Oh boy.
Hey, Cam's initiative worked that time. Excellent.
It's because I rolled on the computer and not my iPad.
Oh, how strange. Okay.
Mm.
All right. You want to share the map, Jesse?
I am getting it.
Thank you.
Did you get everybody's initiative?
I did.
Oh boy.
How is that for
Okay.
zoomed in, zoomed out?
You can zoom out if
Good.
you want. I didn't detail everyone around the outsides just for time reasons. But the entire place has been cleared by the vortex of wind. She intentionally left all of you intact because you have something that belongs to her. Also, she wants revenge because she has a pretty good idea of what you were up to. As
You start
just-
giving me some places to hide, Joe. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, there's nothing right now.
I know. This has all been blown
behind
away.
Gradduk or Cam. She has blown away everything
is right
that
next
was
to
in
you.
this. And Danabelle is in suspended animation, so I mean, she is a fixed object as of right now. The blue circle around her is supposed to signify that spell effect of her being held.
Well,
She says, Danabelle, it is so good to see you. Your sisters would like to have a word with you. And she touches a necklace around her neck, and those two figures at one time were probably young girls similar to Danabelle. You can almost see the similarity in the features, but as they come in, they're spiritual specters that materialize before them, predecessors to Danabelle and Lady Belush's extended life.
Do they come out singing, "Don't call me daughter"?
I don't think so, because they actually are daughters. Like, literally.
Well, I know, but they don't want to be. So
No, they're
yeah,
dead.
that's true. I could see that. There
Sorry,
has
I
been
had to get the bad dad joke out of the way real quick.
Yeah, there's been some family turmoil. It's acceptable. So. All right, as you're coming in, can I get a Constitution save for you? That'll determine whether or not you'll be able to push your way through the wall of wind.
Indeed. Let's see. Where am I rolling for?
it's under saving
here.
throws. Yeah, Constitution.
Wait.
On the left, upper left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Constitution.
there it goes. Okay. A whopping 8.
Okay, you hit the wall of air, but can't seem to push through it. There is some give, like you think if you keep trying you'll be able to get through it, but for at least the pre-combat round, then okay, sorry, that distracted me for a second.
Same.
The pre-combat round you'll have to push your way through during the initiative.
Okay.
All right, I will start the encounter, and Ferr, you are actually first.
So then my first move has to try going through that.
If that's what you want to do, is get inside, yes. So I
I'm
would
not
need
gonna-
another Constitution save to see if you are able to.
I'm not going to do
resist
much
the
good
wind.
out there, I'm assuming. I can't. If I can't get through, none of my weapons or anything would. I'm
Right.
assuming. Okay. And went up a whole point to a 9.
All right. A 9 is still not high enough. So you are not able to push through the wind this round. Again, it feels like it has give, like it is possible to get through it, but you're not quite able to do it. You could cast a spell, though, or use a special ability if you wanted to do something to prepare for future rounds when you are able to get through.
Okay, I'll look at that while everyone else is going.
All right. All right.
Who's up?
Is that something you're going to do now, Nate, or did you want to?
Oh, I can actually cast a spell right now.
Well,
and it
that's what
will
I'm
work?
saying. It's your turn, so if you want to cast something right now, you can.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I didn't know.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, if I could. Well, I don't even know if I'm gonna have the range. I won't even have the range to cast where I'm at. So that's nothing I can do.
Well, I mean, like a defensive spell. Like, for example, if you wanted to cast Shield of Faith, since you haven't gotten through yet, to add to your armor class.
Oh,
What's the thing that you used on all of us last time?
bless, which I was gonna do, but it's only a 30-foot range, so I'd have to get inside to do that.
Oh,
for you
gotcha.
guys. Yeah, I'll do the Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. You cast Shield of Faith. Your armor class is increased by 2.
Alrighty.
Is that your turn?
Indeed, it is.
All right. Moving to the next. It is Timlin, one of the specters. She flies forward at a rapid pace to Gradduk.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Her haunting voice says, I need you alive, and attempts to reach out and make contact with you. With an 11 to hit.
Miss.
All right. That's her
Let's do one of
turn.
these.
Next up is Cam.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike.
All right.
Which gives me an extra. I get advantage on my attack roll, and I get an extra D8 force damage. And I move by an extra 30 feet. So, I'm gonna do that. And I'm going to move up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a shot at what's her face? Lady Belush.
All right.
So first roll, did that show up for you?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes. 22.
Okay, so and it's advantage, so I get to take a second. I get to roll a second.
Okay.
Oh, natural one. We'll go with the 22.
All right. The 22 does, in fact, hit.
Okay, so it's 1d8 plus 6. Awesome. 7, but I do an extra d8 force damage. Which is an additional 2.
For a total of 9.
Yes. And
Cool. Okay.
that, I believe. I'm also going to mark her as my favored foe.
Okay.
And the first time on each of your turns that you hit the favored enemy and deal damage to it, you mark it, including when you mark it, you can increase the damage by a d4.
All right. All
So
right.
another-
As Cam's arrow strikes her and draws blood, you notice that the blood has a darkish, almost rotted look to it. I got the 2 points.
That- You got, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to finish my turn by 5, 10, 15, 20. No, 15, 20. Wait, where I was up here. I'll just stay where I was.
Okay.
Sorry.
But she does say, "Ah, you little rat, you'll pay for that." And that's your turn.
Bring it on. Yes, that is it.
Next up is Gradduk.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I was on the map and I don't want to switch back. So let me do this. Okay. I'm going to go into a frenzy.
All right.
Which just to confirm, we did not rest. We did a short rest, right? Yeah, I remember.
Correct. Yeah.
We did not long rest. Okay, so I'm using my second rage right now. So, yeah, going into a frenzy. I'm going to attack this spooky dookie right in front of me.
All right.
Go. First is a 22.
That hits.
Okay. And that is a 6 plus 2, so 8.
All right.
Then second attack, 23.
That also hits.
For another 8, two ones in a row. Gotta love that. And then my frenzy attack, 17.
That hits.
All right, that's 14 damage. I thought it was another 1, but it was a 7.
All right.
And that is, hold on. Let me circle around this dude. Actually, I'm gonna go right here.
Judah.
Okay.
Yep. Now I'm
All right. Your axe tears through them. They're mostly incorporeal, it seems like, meaning that they don't have any solidity to their body. But as your axe rips through the form, it doesn't. It stays almost like a smoky nature. You can tell that you're doing damage to them. It doesn't completely regain the full image that it was before.
Okay.
All right. That'll bring us to Eénsek.
Okay. Do I want to do that? No. I'm gonna move up here. Here. And I'm gonna cast on Temlin Ray of Frost,
Okay.
which is 21 to hit.
It hits.
2d8. 6 points of damage. On that.
All right.
And wait a minute, is that it? Yeah, it's cold damage.
All right.
That's wait a minute. The spell's damage increases by 1d8 when you reach 5th level.
Oh, roll another d8.
Why would it not automatically give me that, knowing that I'm on 5th level? That's weird.
That is weird, actually.
Ray of Frost damage, it did 2d4. Why did it do 2d4? Well, wait a minute. I did Ray of Frost. It takes 1d8 cold damage. Okay, so it did 2d4 instead of 1d8. I got you. Okay. And its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the... Okay, speed reduced by 10 feet at the start of this next round. The spell's damage increases by 1d8 when you reach 5th level. So I got a 1d8 that I got to roll for that then.
Okay.
D8, which is... Oh, nice. So that's 14? 14 total points.
All right.
It's weird, but it wouldn't do it automatically, though. That's very strange.
All right. The beam of cold strikes her body, and you see her slow down momentarily as the cold makes its way through even the spirit-like visage of Timlin, the poor unfortunate daughter of Lady Belush.
I'm just gonna move back here.
Okay.
I can.
Is that
What do
your
you think
turn?
you're doing?
With that? Oh, nothing. Just no. That's everything's good. Getting a better vantage point.
You're trying to hide behind me.
No.
It's all right. You can hide behind me.
All right. That's your turn, Trevor.
Not much behind the duck. That is my turn.
All right. Next up is the Lady Belush. At this point, she lets go of Kermon's throat, and he crumples to the floor in a heap. She raises her hands up.
We can't tell if he's dead, right?
No, you can't tell right now. There we go. I was on the wrong thing. She says, "It's dangerous to stand in my way, fools." And she gestures towards Cam, and her ring begins to glow, and she fires some type of necrotic ray in her direction. That's a 19 to strike.
Oh, yeah. You betcha.
All right.
God.
And you actually, Cam feels the life being pulled out of her by the necrotic ray towards the ring, taking 14 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
God. Okay.
When that happens, the ring glows a little bit brighter, and you see the Lady Belush's features soften a bit and become less desiccated looking as she draws the life into herself.
Well, at least we know that's what that does after all.
All right.
Her face still looks weird.
She hisses at
Make
you.
it look weirder.
All right. That's her turn. Next up is Cressia.
I'm sorry. On my turn, I just wanted to yell to Ferr. I'm like Ferr, grab Camon, especially now that she's dropped him, and move.
Ferr is still outside of the wall.
Can he hear
of
us
wind, though?
through the wind?
He can hear. He can
Yeah,
hear
I can
you,
hear.
but he hasn't.
Can they
pushed
hear
it.
me?
Oh, he can't get
Yeah.
to Camon. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in. I'll get in when I
Alright.
can. If you can get the ring, get the ring.
Move.
I'm
Cressia.
trying.
Whoops. Cressia is jumping all over the place because I'm not looking at the right map. There we go.
Gradduk yells out, "I'm hungry."
Just because we're all yelling things.
Right. Cressia moves up
Spoon.
to flank Gradduk, which gives her advantage on her attack. She looks woeful, very sad.
Oh,
She says, "I just want to live again." All right. Her first attack is an 8. Her second is a 17.
8 misses, 17 hits.
All
Gradduk
right.
asks,
How do we hope you live again?
By taking 12 points of necrotic damage.
"Son of a bitch."
She
She'd be the
reaches
daughter
out and
of a
touches Gradduk with her hand, and draws, her necrotic touch draws life from his body and into her. All right, and that is her turn. Back to the top of the round, Ferr. Another con save as you attempt to move through the wall of wind.
Quick question before I try that. So I hit cast on my Shield of Faith, and it did not up my armor class any.
It increases your armor class by 2 points. So
Yeah,
when I roll, if I roll to hit you, you can go ahead and just keep in mind that it's 2 points higher than what it shows on your character.
Right on. Okay. All right. Rolling to break this. A 12.
12 is actually what you needed.
All right.
So your movement begins with you stepping through the wall of wind. You are now inside the wall of wind in the main room of the inn. With it, seeing everything that's going on, you can now take control.
Quick question. I didn't realize this. I don't know if this is a new feature of 5th level, but under my languages, I'm now telepathic for 60 feet.
No, that doesn't belong there.
No, it says telepathy 60 feet.
Yeah, I don't know why that's there, but there would be no reason for you to have telepathy.
Okay. Balls.
Good try, though.
I mean, I didn't put it there, so I thought it was like a level thing or something. Okay.
We can check on that after the session. I'm not aware of any reason why you would suddenly have telepathy.
Yeah, because I didn't have it there before. I didn't have
remember before it said something like tremor sense or something like that, and that didn't belong either.
Mm-hmm. It's not something I have now, or spell wise or anything. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Product
Nate.
From my vantage point now, since I'm very close to Camone, can I tell if he's alive from where I'm standing?
From where you're standing, he looks dead. If he's breathing, it's a very shallow breath. You'd have to move up to him and inspect him closer.
All right. Well, if to me he looks dead, then I'm gonna move up right next to Lady Belush, and I'm gonna attempt to attack. With my my Sunblade, in the hopes that I can at least sever her hand, the hand that has the ring on it. So I'm gonna raise up my blade, and I have a 23 to hit.
That does in fact hit.
All right. I raise it up and swing at her, right at her wrist.
Is that an X?
A whole big 5.
All right. The sword does bite into her arm. Not enough damage to actually sever it, but you definitely gain her attention as she spins to face you and says, you will pay for that. How dare you harm my person? You and the rat die first, cowman.
Can I attempt to
burning in her eyes?
I'm gonna, while she's droning on and on, I'm gonna try and gorge her with my horns.
Okay.
Is that a
12?
12 actually misses.
Oh boy.
Do you have any movement? I'm just gonna yell at you again, like, grab Cremone and move.
So right now he is in melee range of Lady Belush. If he moves away from her, she'll get an attack of opportunity.
Well, I yell it anyway if he listens to me. Whatever happens, happens. Be smart enough.
Yeah. I can tell. So at least I can see now that he's breathing very shallowly because I'm right next to him.
Right next to him, glancing down, you can see a shallow movement of his chest. You notice that he is also looking a bit more desiccated, like she drained some life from him on the way here. She has definitely, or he has definitely been affected by her life draining abilities before she entered the tavern.
Okay. So yeah, I'm done. I can't move. So
Okay. Next up is Temlin. She will attempt to attack Gradduk again. Oops. And I clicked on the wrong thing. All right. She reaches out with her hand, also woefully. They don't want to hurt you, Gradduk. You're just so full of life that they don't have a choice.
I can see that.
Her first attack is a 16. Second for the advantage is a 9.
16 hits.
All right.
For the record, Joe, to be fair, I just read this again. I misread this. So it's 2d8 at 5th level. So that last 8 wouldn't have counted against Temlin. It would have been just the 6.
Okay. All right.
It's 2d8 total, not another extra 1d8, because it's 5th level is 2d8. So there you go.
All right. Sounds good. I'll correct that. Gradduk will take 5 points of necrotic damage as the touch pulls more life from him.
Ugh.
Okay, corrected that. That
are you
brings us
still
to
hungry?
Cam.
Very. Getting hungrier by the minute.
Well, I messed up on my first turn, but I'm not messing up this time. I forgot to take my second attack, but that's okay.
Oh,
She's just gonna, draw back and loose another arrow.
at Lady Belush.
Yes, Lady Belush.
Okay,
It's a 22 to hit,
that hits.
and that does get where'd it go with okay, so it's my damage plus a d4, so wow, that's a 7 plus, so 9 on the first hit, and she's just gonna whip out another arrow and fire again.
Okay,
19 to hit,
that hits.
and that is 14 damage. Piercing.
Nice.
All right. All right, the arrows strike true. Lady Belush bellows in pain. Ah! I never did like animals. I'm going to make rugs from your skins.
It's gonna be a small rug.
Maybe booties. All right, is that your turn, Jesse?
Yes.
All right. Next up is Gradduk. Cressia and Temlin have been playing patty cake with your life force for the last few rounds, so it's your turn to do something about it.
Well, since I don't have advantage on either one because, all my other comrades are way far away from me, I will just attack the Temlin again.
Okay.
So first attack.
Damn it.
With my new Vecna dice. It's a 9. It sucked.
Wow. Okay. Well, a 9 actually misses. Yeah.
Second attack. 21.
21 definitely hits.
14 damage.
All right.
And then I'll use my frenzy attack. As a 19.
19 hits.
For 12 points of damage.
All right.
And that's it.
All right. Gradduk's axe rips through them again. Again, her corporeal form does not seem to pull back together as well as it does. Even kind of changing tone, gaining a little bit. She's naturally a purple tone. You see some red creeping in there as her energy form has trouble pulling it back together. All right. That brings us to Eénsek.
All right, I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna move a little bit over here, just here, and I'm going to.
That's right. Stay behind me.
There's no point to me getting into a fray. It's all the same. Magic missile at 2nd level, and I'm going to point. These are 4 of those at level 2. At Temlin, I'm going to hit all 4 of them at Temlin.
Okay.
And that is that's automatic, right? Yeah, okay.
It's automatic, yeah.
So, okay. Here we go. 1d4 plus. Oh, that's +1. 1d4 +1 for each missile. That's a 2. God damn it! That's a 2. Come on, that's a 3. Jesus. 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage. God damn it, that was awful.
All right. Is that +4 because it's a D4 +1 per missile?
I think it's giving me the 1. Yeah, that's 4 of them, and it was.
I get what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, it was 1d4 4 times. Yeah.
9 total
for 4 missiles. 9 total. You get
right.
1 more extra missile on 2nd level. So, 9.
She
points.
reels forward as the 4 magic missiles slam into her back. The thin, wispy robe that she's wearing, you can almost see her skeletal form underneath, giving her a much more monstrous but less held together form. But unfortunately, she does not fall.
Okay. I'm gonna stay. That's my turn.
All right. Next up is the Lady Belush. She now has an immediate focus on Ferr with him so close. So she turns and says, "It's time for you to die, cowman," and attacks with a 12 to hit.
Swing and a miss.
All right. Unfortunately, she attempts to grasp you with her hands. She is much better with her beams, apparently, but that doesn't quite work out for her. Next up is Cressia, who is still obsessed with Gradduk's life force. She will attempt to reach out and touch him again. We just want to live. First attack is a 10. Second attack is an 18.
First misses, second hits.
All right. Or 12 points of necrotic damage.
Son of a gun. Okay.
She touches you and almost has a euphoric reaction to drawing your life force into her body.
A lot of females have that reaction when they touch me.
I could see that. All right, Ferr, you're up. Back to the top of the round.
All right. I'm tempted to grab if I grab Cremone and move, that's a movement, and it would get
She'd get an attack.
She'd get an attack. So I think I'm gonna.
You could use your action to disengage if you want. Disengage is an action that allows you to move without provoking an attack of opportunity, but it takes the place of your attacks.
Okay. If I wanted to do the Divine Smite, can I do that again? Because I still have a slot.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, as long as you have spell slots available, you can Divine Smite.
Okay. So, and is that my one and only action now?
No, a Divine Smite attaches to an attack. So you would attack, and if you hit, you can turn it into a Divine Smite.
Okay. I'm going to do that.
All right.
Deal 2d8 extra. So, okay. So, I'm going to attack with my blade again. Come on. Oh, my God. Oh, 14. It's a 7.
14 hits.
Oh, wonderful. All right. A 7 plus 2d8.
Mm-hmm.
6, so 13 points, and I was going for her wrist again,
Okay.
mainly.
That was 2d8? The
Correct.
13? Okay. All right. You strike her arm again. Still, unfortunately, not enough damage to
Wow.
sunder it, though it does draw more of that blackish blood and actually burns. She has a actually add one more d8 to that, Nate. She's not undead, but she has another feature that allows the smite to do another d8 damage.
A 4.
All right. Okay. The radiant energy from the sword and the smite, though, burn at her skin, and you see her hand almost shrivel up at the contact to it. She pulls her arm back. Ah, you bastard! I will have my revenge.
Is it shriveled so much that the ring doesn't fit tightly on and it falls to the ground and I pick it up and run?
It doesn't fall, but it does fit looser than it did before.
All right. Well, if I can, I'm going to try my my horns again here to try and
you have
knock
2
it off.
attacks now, don't you?
Oh, I do, don't I?
Being 5th level. You feel a
Indeed,
tug at
that's
your
right.
pant leg and hear Cremon's voice. No, you fool. Not the ring. The necklace.
Oh,
The necklace. Ugh.
Okay. So I'm going to attack and try and okay. Well, let me see if I can get a hit first. Oh boy. No, an 11.
That actually misses.
Okay. So then I'll try my extra bonus then.
Okay.
I'm going to try and hook my horns underneath in that necklace.
All right.
A 14.
That actually hits.
All right.
Does he have to do anything harder to get like a precise shot like that, or no?
Yeah, yes and no. Normally, I would say it would be an attack with disadvantage. But
I'm not trying to make it hard. I'm like for future reference, like in trying to do like some specific act.
It's situational. So normally you would be assigned disadvantage for doing a specialized attack, like if you're trying to attack a body part or something like that. The reason that I haven't been putting that into place is because Lady Belush has no martial training at all and doesn't really have the knowledge that it takes to defend against those types of attacks. So I'm being lenient. It's just a personal call. There's no set rule on that.
So I only got 3 points of damage with the horns. So
okay.
as
You
I was
don't
going
damage
for
her,
neck.
but your horn does hook the necklace. When you hook the necklace with your horn, the thin chain that holds it onto her neck snaps. As it flies into the air, you see that there's a yellow and a light blue gem on it with a black gem in the middle. The yellow and blue gem flash, and you see the visage for a moment of two demons, a yellow one and a blue one. And then they immediately fade away. She says, "No, what have you done?"
Oh
Is
shit!
that your turn?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You know what yellow and blue make.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
That way you know that your Ziploc bag is closed all the way.
Yes.
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were going for.
Yeah. Is
All
if
right.
the could I? So is the necklace? It went like flying out of reach, or is that?
It pretty much just shattered into pieces when
Okay.
you pulled it from her neck.
Okay.
The magic that was holding it together ceased to function and it came apart.
Okay. Okay. It's my turn.
It could be worse.
Next up is Timlin. Will attempt to draw the life force from Gradduk once again. Her first attack is an 8, and her second attack is a 23.
Every time, one that doesn't hit and one that does. Second one hits.
What does she do? What damage is she doing to you with these things?
Necrotic, which.
But
yeah,
what kind? Like a lot? Like
I'm down halfway already. Yeah.
And that's 8 more points
I'm gonna-
of necrotic life
Can I cast
stealing,
Silvery Barbs?
life-draining damage.
Right, that's a reaction.
Okay. Yes. If you want to use Silvery Barbs right now because she has advantage, I will re-roll.
Oh, she has
Just a
advantage
standard-
because of the yeah. Okay.
Yes, she has advantage. You'll grant her disadvantage. I'll do a re-roll, and just the roll goes if you want to do that as a reaction.
Yeah, I'll cast Silvery Barbs.
All right. So her re-roll is a 22.
Jesus Christ.
Watch it be more damage now.
And 13 points of damage.
Son of a bitch. Thanks, Trevor.
But you can now
Wait a minute,
grant
wait a minute.
someone advantage on
Wait a
their
minute.
next
What was the
attack.
lower roll? That was the lower roll? 22?
No. What I'm saying is she had advantage and you granted disadvantage. So the two offset each other and she gets just a regular roll.
He basically got a do-over
Oh.
for a single
Oh,
roll.
I thought she still had to take the lower roll. Oh.
No. It would be a reroll.
You magically distract the triggering creature because she's got advantage, is what you're saying?
Yes, because she has advantage, the disadvantage and advantage cancel out and she gets just one roll.
All right, but then you can't. So does that doesn't negate the spell though? Then you can
No,
choose
not at
grant-
all.
Okay.
You still grant someone, whoever you
Right.
want, advantage on their next attack.
Okay, well I'll give him advantage on his next attack, right?
So
All right.
Gradduk will have advantage on his next
Okay.
attack roll.
All right.
All right.
Well, you got that
Joe.
going for you.
Joe is Tira outside the door still? Can she see in? Is she?
Yeah,
watching?
she's standing out there. She's standing a few feet back from the door, not wanting to get too close to the dangerous part of the action. She is no warrior, but she is looking through the door.
Okay.
At what's going on with concern on her face? Definitely.
This thing's flying.
It would take a lot for her to get through the vortex. I'm sure, right?
She has almost no chance. Her
Okay.
constitution is not high enough for her to push through it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That brings us to Cam.
Fire.
Fire.
Oh, come on.
10 misses.
It's a 10
God.
and a 22.
22 does it.
You going after Belush
9
again?
points of damage. Yeah, yeah. And so that was my action. It was 2 attacks. I have a bonus action. Which I should have done first. I don't think any of my spells are bonus action. Except the one I should have done first. Yep. All right, that's it.
All right. Next up is Gradduk. You have advantage on your first attack of this round, Gradduk.
All right. I go after Timlin.
All right.
19.
19 hits.
Well, second roll is 20.
20. Nice.
Oh.
Is that natural
Okay.
20?
No, not
No,
a natural 20. No.
That's still hits.
All right. 18 points of damage.
Okay.
Respectable.
She, her form seems like it's holding together by a spirit thread. She is so near to death again, but not quite there.
Right. Second attack. 23.
Oh, that hits.
4. 17 points of damage.
All right.
Night.
And with that strike, you see her form begin to dissipate. At the last moment, the skeletal look of her face almost forms a young girl's complete face again. And you hear a whisper say, "Thank you." And she just completely dissipates.
All right. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna move. I know there's gonna be an opportunity attack, but I'm gonna move anyway.
Okay.
So feel free to do the opportunity
Will
attack.
you? That is a 7.
That misses.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going over here. Hold on. It was wait a minute. I got 40 now, right?
Yeah, you should have.
So I'm good. Okay. So I'm going to use my frenzy attack on Lady Belush.
All right.
$14.
Hits.
17 points of damage.
All right. Your axe digs into her back, and of course she's not expecting it with her.
Oh, wait a minute,
focus.
wait a minute. I got advantage. Let me just roll again to make sure I don't get a nat 20.
Okay.
Sorry. I don't think I will, but okay.
You never know.
You never know.
Yep. We're
Always
good.
worth checking for sure. She again hollers out in pain. Ah! Oh, you green-skinned ruffian! I'll mount your flesh on my wall. Her words at the beginning of combat were very much like threats. Now there's a lot more of a sound of desperation in her voice.
At least my face isn't gross.
Okay.
Burned.
All right. Your turn, Gradduk.
That's it. Yeah.
All right. All right, Eénsek, you're up.
What's happening with Danabelle? Is she just kind of hovering there? Nothing's really happening to her?
Yeah,
or is
no,
she
she-
actively.
No, she's just hovering in the air. She doesn't appear to be aware of what's going on around her.
Okay.
Like she's in some sort of suspended
And the
animation.
sisters aren't trying to attack her or anything like that, but she's not She's just in a
Well,
trance, sort of.
Temlin is now dead. That's
Well,
what
yeah,
the
I
red
know, but-
circle means.
Right.
So none of the
Cressy-
attacks
Yeah, no, I
on
know, I got
Lady
you.
Belush have like seemed to weaken the spell at all or anything like that. It's all stayed constant.
Yeah, seems like.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna just move a few points this way, and I'm gonna take out my sapphire topped staff and point it at Cressia, and cast Ray of Frost
All right.
for fuck me 10.
Wow.
That misses.
Yeah, no kidding. Fuck. And yeah, that's my move. I'm just gonna yell to Gradduk and Ferr to. I don't know how bad is Lady Belush looking at this point. Pretty bad.
Below half. She looks.
Well, you don't
bloody.
have to tell me. Okay, she looks bad. All right.
In honesty, she looked bad to begin with.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to tell you to move because you got advantage. All right, go ahead. That's the end of my turn. I'm going to stay where I am.
All right. Next up is Lady Belush. She spins around facing.
Real quick, Joe. Sorry, I think Cressia missed a turn at some point.
Yeah,
no,
no,
Cressia
Cressia's
goes
supposed
after Lady Belush.
Okay, because I thought she went before I did, but okay, never mind.
No, she doesn't. She
Okay.
goes after Lady Belush. But Lady Belush does spin around to face Gradduk, anger flashing in her dead eyes, and she reaches out. I will have my revenge. But not this round because I rolled a 9.
Miss.
She frustratingly misses.
She gently caresses his face.
Yeah. I mean, you can see that she's so flustered and so angry. She's just lashing out, but there's not
Slap.
any structure to her attack, and Gradduk easily avoids it. All right. And that brings us to Cressia, who decides that she doesn't like Eénsek's attempt to attack her.
Mhm.
And
He grew a pair of frosty balls and got attacked.
Right.
you have a
Frosty
strong life
balls.
force. She's assuming it will be delicious with 20 not natural to attack.
Is that going to help me out here? Hang on a second. No, it's not going to help me out. So, yeah, that hits.
All right. For 7 points of necrotic damage. She just reaches out and touches Eénsek, and you see the necrotic energy draw the life from his body and into hers. All right. Back to the top of the round. Ferr.
Attack.
Okay.
So does my divine smite continue with every action?
No. It's
It's
a
just
one.
I only use it the one time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Sorry,
right,
I was just laughing because just for the audience at home, like each character, when they take half of their damage, their portrait turns red, so I can see where they're at, have an idea that they've been damaged. And Gradduk got hit like 5 or 6 times and has finally turned red. And then Eénsek, I hit him that one time and his portrait turned red. It kind of made me chuckle.
All right.
Well, you're a
Right.
wizard. That's normal. It's just something that I noticed.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
humorous. All right. Go ahead, sorry.
Okay. I am going to attack again with my Sunblade.
All right.
A 25 to hit.
That
My
definitely
first
hits.
attack. And 12 points.
All right.
Second attack, I will do repeat. 17 to hit.
That hits.
And a whopping 5.
All right. Damage is damage.
And I'll do one more bonus attack.
All right.
A 19 to hit.
That hits.
And 6 more points of damage.
All right.
I forgot.
At this point, she's just grunting. She has more wounds than she knows what to do with. I will take all of your lives.
I forgot to attempt my second rolls, even though I hit every time with advantage, but that's okay.
All right. Is that your turn?
Indeed.
All right. Cam.
Finish
Fire
her.
away. Oh, roll, please. Thank you. Oh, that's a 13.
13 hits.
Oh, nice.
To who? I'm sorry, I didn't hear who Cam was attacking.
I've Belush.
Yeah.
Have
Lady
not
Belush.
changed. Who am I? So that's a 8 plus a D4. So 8, 9, 10. So it's 11 piercing, and I'm gonna take my second shot. Is a 15 to hit,
That hits.
and that is 11 more points of damage.
All right. Whoops. All right. The arrows sink into her flesh. But she does not fall.
And I'm going to run up here.
All right.
Mm,
That's your turn.
Yep.
Can I yell something at Cam, or is it just it's on her own? Okay, whatever. That's fine.
All right. Gradduk.
All right, I'll run over here. That was my original thought anyway.
Well, doesn't matter. Whatever.
How's Cremone looking?
Bad.
Does he look like he's suffering?
He looks unconscious. His skin is desiccated, like he had most of his life force drawn out of him before she arrived
Just-
here.
On a turn, like I got to know like the mechanics of this. Like, can I tell Cam to just back away, or like what's the like, or is that my turn?
Shouting is a free action, so speaking is a
free action. I'm
You
like,
can-
yeah. I
you
just
can
before we switch, like I would say, like, stay away from me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna rotate around to the side here, and I'm going to take a swing at Cremone to try to put him out of his misery.
Okay.
Wow. What?
23 to hit.
Kidding me?
He is incapacitated, so you hit.
What are you
And,
doing?
15 damage.
All right. You easily end his life.
Beautiful.
Gradduk, why?
He was not in good shape. I
I
did
could
him a
have-
favor.
I could have saved him.
We're better off. We're good.
Wow.
Row back.
Repercussions to
back
this
to
one.
this side. Take my second attack on Lady Belush. 24 on the first
That hits.
and 11 on the second. So on the 24 that hit, 19 damage.
All right.
Jesus. I would have silvery barbed that, but it probably wouldn't have helped.
Is that your turn, Gradduk?
I was waiting to see if she's still
Oh.
alive or not because I've
She
still got
is
one more
still
attack.
alive. Yes.
Okay, I will use my frenzy attack on her then. 25 on the first, and 16 on the second.
That hits.
And 11 points of damage.
All right. Got it. She still doesn't fall.
Tough old bird. I'm done.
She is, even though she's not looking it right now. Her body looks like it's barely holding together.
If nothing else, though, we've gotten rid of Cremone. So,
All right. Eénsek, you're up.
All right. Clench my fists, slam them down, and cast Thunder Wave.
All right.
And Constitution saving throw of 15 or better for Cressia.
All right. Her con save is a 2.
Yeah, baby. All right, so that's 4d8.
And pushes her how far?
10 feet away. And 23 damage.
Okay. There is a loud thunderclap that resonates through the inn, and Cassie goes flying back. Not quite smashing into Danabelle, but almost before she's able to regain herself, her footing, so to speak, even though she's flying, and pull herself back together. That definitely hurt her, though.
Joe, I got a quick question.
Sure.
During this whole fight, what's Danabelle's fiance been doing?
He's pushed up against the wall by the wind. Everyone
Okay.
who
Okay.
isn't part of the party has been pushed back against the wall.
He's
It looks
wetting
like
himself.
everyone is struggling against the force of the wind and just can't seem to break free.
Okay. Gotcha. So he's not just a jerk. As far as we
No,
know.
not
Okay.
at all. He would gladly sacrifice his life for Danabelle's.
Okay.
You're worrying
All
about him
right.
being a jerk? Jeez.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I don't want him to be a jerk.
I'm going to... Okay, hang on a second. 20, 30. I'm going to move over here.
All
That's,
right.
that's my turn.
All right. Next up is Lady Belush. She is going to attempt to grab at Gradduk again with a 22 to hit.
That hits. She's about to get euphoric.
And 15 points of necrotic damage as she grabs you. The ring on her finger glows, and she pulls your life force into herself.
When she does that, is she gaining hit points back, or is she just...
It's
Getting
such
younger.
a small amount comparatively that it's hard to say.
That's just to advertise
But-
that.
But it seems like perhaps, since that seems to be the point of the ring.
Yeah.
Ferr, you want to kill Gradduk? He's almost dead anyway. So.
Well, I may think twice about saving him at this point. I won't kill him,
All
but
right. Next up is Cressia. And Cressia will fly over to Cam since she's all by her lonesome over there and attempt to drain her life force with a 18 to strike.
Hits.
Oh,
All
you know
right.
what? I forgot to change the kill count by taking out Cremone.
9 points of necrotic damage as she just, again, looking sad, gently caresses Cam, but the necrotic damage draws your life force into her. All right, back to the top of the round, Ferr.
all right, I'm going to try and finish off Belush.
All right.
First roll is an 8. And I'm going to try again. Oh my god, the same thing.
All right, your first
8.
attack misses.
Okay, let's try my second attack. 15, first roll.
That will hit, yeah.
Or 16,
definitely-
so either one.
Yeah, both of those would
Okay.
hit.
Okay, so come on, 5 damage.
All right.
And if that doesn't finish her off, I will try my bonus.
That doesn't, so you can
All right.
attempt to attack with your horns.
Do I get to roll twice with the bonus action?
Yeah, you have
okay.
advantage with all your attacks.
Yeah, so 7 or 8.
Those miss.
All right. Crap. Okay. That's my turn.
All right. Next up is Cam.
Cam is going to run down here. I know that means I get an attack of opportunity against me.
You don't have the Zephyr Strike still active?
Oh, yes, I do. Sorry. Yes. I forgot I had Zephyr Strike. So never mind. I don't provoke an attack of opportunity. I forgot. I always forget that that doesn't end. It's just the added distance ends after the first move.
Right.
And fire at Lady Belush.
All right.
20 to hit, not natural.
It hits.
Take her out,
That
Cam.
is 7 plus a d4. So 9 points of damage.
All right.
Still up.
She is.
Damn it. Fire again. Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
And 9 more points of damage.
All right. 9. That arrow strikes her directly in her chest and seems to pierce her through her heart where the necklace once was. She leans back, her arms and legs flailing wildly, and it looks like her flesh is starting to vibrate on the bones. It suddenly becomes like an ooze and flies off of her body incredibly fast and slides across the floor and fills Cressia and Timlin, and their bodies reform. They seem shaken and collapse to the floor. Lady Belush's body is still in the air, shaking, just bones. You can hear her weak voice. And those two images, a blue and a yellow demon, fade slightly into existence, reach out. It looks like pull her spirit from the bones. They collapse to the ground and disappear as she dies. That is the end of combat.
So, Cressia, they're both gone too? The Cressia's gone?
Cressia and Timlin are now alive again.
Oh, they're alive.
Oh, wow.
As young girls, like how old are they?
They look of similar age to Danabelle, actually, but they're both unconscious laying on the floor.
We're out of initiative.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Gradduk goes up to Cremone and cuts off his hand to keep as a souvenir.
No. I run up to Cremone.
Too late.
Hold you off. No. It's
late.
not too late.
I said it first.
I'm moving. I was next. I give him a potion of healing.
He's dead. I killed him.
What? You can't. Potion of healing isn't going to bring him back. We got to like revive
Not
him.
if he's dead.
What about lay on hands? Because that's what I was going to do.
So he gets no.
He's
okay.
dead. Lay on hands will do nothing for him at this point.
So, like I said, I take his hand as a souvenir. It's well manicured, by the way.
I'm gonna block that. What are you doing?
I'm replacing this stinky hand with the new one. It's much prettier.
We don't
Okay,
kill
wait,
innocent.
Why did you kill him in the first place?
I
He was
put him
an
out of his
innocent.
misery.
No, he was an innocent. We could have saved him.
He was
And-
suffering.
As we're saying this, I'm pushing Gradduk out the door of the inn.
Can I shoot Gradduk?
I've already
I
got the
might have to
hand.
rethink this.
You guys can, or Jesse, you can close the map if you want. We're out of initiative.
Are we?
Can I
As
shoot
soon
Gradduk?
as the Lady Belush dies, the spell around Danabelle flickers and fades, and she collapses to the floor on her hands and knees. She is still conscious, but she seems dazed and confused.
Good movie.
What happened? What? She looks around the room. The wind now stops, and everyone almost in unison goes, "Huh," and falls to the floor as the wind is no longer holding them against the tavern walls.
I'm gonna call over. What's the Templar's name? Is there nothing like
Amen.
so laying on hands isn't gonna do anything? I don't. I'm just gonna call
Oh,
him
that's
over
right.
and ask if he can do anything. Yeah, hang on. What's his name? Yeah.
Emin,
Emin.
Oh yeah, Ammon.
I've got the hand already.
So he doesn't have a hand. And just ask him if there's anything he can do for him at this point.
no. Well, I mean, it seems that your friend has passed, unfortunately. Simple
Very-
healing
very sad.
magics can do nothing for him at this point. We could attempt resurrection, but that is a very, very expensive process.
So Tierra was watching this the whole time, so she saw Gradduk do that. What is she doing? What's her reaction?
She's on her way to actually stab Henry. She's gonna kill him to get revenge. No, I'm kidding. She's standing in the doorway in shock. She's really surprised. Her and Cremone had become pretty close in your travels. So
I couldn't stand to see him suffer like that.
He
was
wasn't
very-
suffering.
Very sad. Very sad.
Could have fixed him.
You've
I'm
seen
gonna
us
Stab Gradduk.
heal before,
This
Gradduk.
is this is
I'm gonna go get a drink at the bar and remember my good friend Cremone.
yes, so a resurrection. We could attempt that, but
Pour one out
it
for my
requires a diamond worth 1,000 gold pieces.
I'm can I do an action spell?
homie. Very sad.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah.
He will be missed.
I'm throwing a ray of frost at Gradduk.
Very, very
Ray
sad.
of Frosting Gradduk will not return Cremone to life, though.
I don't care.
He's hurting pretty bad.
Yes, I really am. I'm very sad about the whole thing. I'm hurting in the inside.
11 to hit. God damn it.
11 misses, by the way.
Whoa.
Are we
Yeah, let's
So at this point, let's see, Belgar, Danabelle's future husband, comes rushing over to her. My love, are you all right? He says, What happened? I saw someone a monster that looked like my mother barge in, and then I remember nothing. Oh, my love, it's better if you don't look. It appears that there was a monster inhabiting your mother. I'm so sorry that these great heroes managed to to fend her off and destroy the monster before it could take you.
Well, 3 heroes.
Is the ring
You're a
still
hero,
there,
flying
Joe?
sack.
It is.
You're at the bar.
I've been down and pick it up and toss it back to Cam.
Okay.
Cam is not there.
Oh,
I'll roll stealth
I-
if you want me to, Joe.
No, it's fine. Everybody's pretty preoccupied. I don't think that's necessary.
that's fine. I look for her to toss it back to her. I don't see her, and then I end up just putting it in a pouch or something I have.
All right. Some of the Herman Filmarin, the old man who pretty much owns the town, some of the guards and his granddaughter are tending to him, being slammed against the wall by a force of wind.
Did you want to take a time out here, Joe? Sorry, it's 10 o'clock.
Oh, a short one, yes.
You hitting the pause? You want me to?
All
Okay.
right.
I'm gonna walk up to Gradduk, who's at the bar,
All right.
and he doesn't see me coming up. His back's to me, and I'm gonna just reach around and I'm gonna yank that
Ooh, a reach
hand
round.
off, if it's rope or a chain or whatever, and I just grab it and yank it off him.
What are you doing?
Gradduk, you may have think you were doing him a favor. We could have saved him. No matter what, you're not taking this as a trophy. I'm not standing for that.
It's not a trophy. It's a way for me to remember my friend.
Well, you can remember him in other ways. I'm not standing for this. We don't
Like-
want to see it. We don't agree with what you did. So now we got to walk around with this dead hand. There's one thing if it was an enemy of ours. He was a friend and an innocent.
When you say other
Not-
ways, you mean like take a foot?
No.
Okay. I don't know
just-
that he could have been saved. I thought he was for surely gone.
You've seen us save. I've saved Henry, for God's sakes. I've saved others. I have the abilities.
Henry's different. He's got the heart of a champion.
Well,
Ramon was a whiny little
hey,
peasant.
you may not have liked him, but he was an innocent. We do not kill innocents.
He was my
That's
friend,
not
and
what
I
this
will miss
group-
him dearly.
Well,
He made
if that's
good
how
food.
you treat friends.
He made very good food. Many meals we had that he made, and I will
Yeah,
miss
don't you
them dearly.
Yeah, of all things, you're the one who loves food more than anything.
Yes.
We're gonna be without.
All right. You guys can see Emin has gone over to Termin Filmarin, the old man, and he's casting a healing spell on him, helping to get him back up. Tira has come into the room and she kneels down next to Carmon's body and closes his eyes, and she lays a hand on his chest and says a soft prayer to a god. You're not sure which one, can't really hear what she's saying, and then pats his chest afterwards and says, "You did good, old man. You did good."
Then she goes.
I walk
out,
up
kills the
behind her
donkey and herself.
I put my hand on her shoulder as she's kneeling down there, and
Your hand or Carmon's hand?
I have that tucked away. No one's seeing that anymore.
Okay.
And
You getting it all out so you don't have to do it at work tomorrow? Is that what it is? That's
yeah, when Tira's done saying her prayers, I kneel down too and lift up his body and walk out with it.
Okay. All right. People start to repopulate the bar, moving away from the walls. And some people are setting the tables and chairs back up. Seems like everyone's kind of avoiding Lady Belush's skeleton, though. No one wants to get close to that.
I'm gonna go check it out.
The barkeep seems upset. He keeps looking around. She trashed everything in my bar. Oh. This is going to cost so much money to get fixed. I love that stool.
I am definitely gonna check out the bones though to see if there's anything there.
Okay, it seemed after the her death throes, the only thing that was left was that ring.
Mhm.
The shattered necklace, the pieces of the shattered necklace are still on the floor,
Mhm.
and the 3 gems that were in it are still intact, even though the necklace is
Okay.
destroyed.
I'll grab those.
All right.
I'll put the ring on and suck what's left of Gradduk's life out of him. And
I have the ring.
you have the ring? Oh, I thought the
Yeah, I
ring was
picked
there.
it up a while ago. No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll pick up the gems if they're still there, unless you already grabbed those. They're probably
Well, they're in the
scattered.
necklace, right?
No, I thought they broke off the necklace.
Yeah, the necklace shattered. The gems fell to the
Oh.
floor. They're still intact, but the necklace is destroyed.
With the yellow, green, and a black gem.
Yeah.
Mhm. Anything unusual?
Or no, a yellow, blue, and a black.
Oh,
gem.
that's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yellow, blue. Anything unusual? They're not reacting to each other like when I put them near each other or anything like that, or nothing freaky
right
happening.
now.
All right. Well, I'll put them in a bag.
All right. Perhaps if the proper rituals are conducted, you might. Be able
Okay.
to
I was
find
going to
out
say,
more
like, would I know anything about any kind of?
you could do a history check.
All right, I'll do a history check just to know that not to put them together or something like that. But I guess you kind of told me that's a 10.
Yeah.
Rolling real well tonight.
Yeah. So it seems like you remember reading a story about something called blood armor, a cursed demonic armor worn by vampires that was constructed by 2 demons, Azar and Zazar. But that's all you can remember. Any finer details than that escape you at the moment.
All right. I'll throw them in a pouch. Add them to my stuff here.
Gradduk heads outside to go visit Beerish and Henry. He's quite sad about Kermone. Needs a cheering up, so he heads out that way.
All right. They're out by the gate. Seemed like Beerish and some of the town guards had kind of organized a small force that was keeping an eye on the tavern. If anything had been spilled outside, they would have been ready for it. Hail, Gradduk, he says. What's going on in there? We thought there might be another attack.
There was a big fight, a lot of magic. One of my friends passed away, unfortunately.
Did he die well?
He did. He will be missed.
Yeah. Well, if he died well, then I hope he earned his place in the afterlife. And she thumps her chest in a combative sort of orcish way.
How are you doing? Last I saw, you were recovering from your injuries still.
Yes, I still am recovering from my injuries. I actually don't feel fantastic, but it did feel good to get in combat again. I hurt.
It didn't look like your injuries slowed you down on the battlefield. I could see you from a distance and it looked like you were taking care of those skeletons pretty well.
Well, I feel like I am not at my full strength, but that was enough for the weak enemies we faced.
Partial strength of an orc is still better than most.
Yeah, for certain. And she laughed.
I see you two talking, and I come up and I kind of interrupt. Excuse me, and I shove a shovel into Gradduk's hand and say, "You want on your friend? Come with me."
And Gradduk just follows.
All right, Cam. What is Cam doing, Jesse?
Cam is checking on Phil Marin and the granddaughter.
Oh, okay. Phil Marin is getting back to his feet now that the healing spell has been cast on him. Oh, how unfortunate. My my kidneys aren't what they once were. That bump against the wall was quite uncomfortable. My apologies. I don't mean to draw so much attention away from everyone. He coughs and a little bit of blood comes out.
She's gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
Which does 1d8. Let me roll that.
All right.
+1. 6.
Oh, thank you. That's much better. Enough attention for now. Oh, both of you are wasting spells on an old man. I'm so sorry.
Seems to me you're the heart of this city, old man. We've got to make sure you're all right to make sure the next generation knows how to run it properly.
Oh, well, thank you, but that is not necessary. And his granddaughter says, "Grandfather, please stop. Let these nice people do what they can for you. You've earned that, if nothing else." Oh, very well, very well. Thank you for destroying that monster. I don't know what was transpiring, but it seems that we would all be in a terrible place if the four of you had not acted quickly.
Well, it turns out that'll be maybe a story for another time when we have more time to relax. But that whole thing is part of why we got here in the first place. So in the end, bad things led to worse things that maybe in some ways canceled each other out.
All right. I'm not sure that I understand. Perhaps I will in the future.
Yes, let's get you back to your home and get
Yes,
get you to rest.
My gods can take care of that. No need to trouble yourself, heroes. There's a tap on your shoulder, Cam.
She closes her eyes and takes a deep breath and turns around slowly.
It's actually Danabelle. So.
I was just going to go check on Danabelle.
You're doing all right,
Thank
miss.
you. Well, Belgar tells me that
What?
you and your companions are the ones responsible for saving me from whatever monster had possessed my mother.
Are they outside or inside or where
They're
this
inside,
Because I was
by
going to
where-
walk up to Danabelle. as well.
Yeah, they're
check on her.
over by where Terman Filmarin, the old man, was.
Right.
He took the slam against the wall a little bit harder than everyone else because of his advanced age. Yeah.
Right. But he looks okay now. I'm just going to put a hand on her and like, are you quite all right, Lady Belush? Ms. Belush.
Well, yes, I believe so.
Mentally
me,
and physically?
Well, I'm a bit confused what happened to my mother, but physically I'm fine. I feel as if nothing happened. I feel as though I missed something. But I see everyone attending to those two unconscious girls over there that look almost like mirror images of myself. I have to admit that's a bit disturbing.
Quite like do we know who they are? Did she say?
She said that her daughters.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah. Okay. Right.
her daughter's something. Kind of know. I forget exactly what I said, but I had her say.
We might.
Yes, I believe you might want to catch up with them. They may be relations.
Oh, relations of mine?
There's a lot to talk about with your mother. We were hoping to maybe spare you for your wedding, but yes, not quite what we thought she was, or you thought she was.
Oh. Uh, she was possessed by demons, I think is what Belgar said.
Could be the basis of it, yes, but it seemed that she was having daughters to basically keep herself going, shall we say.
I'm not sure I understand.
That ring that we were supposed to
Oh
deliver
yes,
to
my
her.
grandmother's ring.
Yes.
I was supposed to
your
have it
grandmother who
for my
guess
wedding.
guess it's your grandmother. Family tree is a little weird here. Yeah, that's how she was kind of keeping her youthful looks, let's say.
Oh,
Really wasn't a beauty routine. It was more on the ring.
no. But my mother was always so kind. She always made sure I was taken care of. And in
Yeah.
the best health.
Yes, well, yeah.
Think on that for a couple moments.
Yeah. Like you might keep
No.
cattle in good health.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
how awful. Oh, I'm so sorry. I had
Oh,
no idea.
we're sorry. I mean, your mother. So,
And
but
she murdered Cremone. He was always so nice to me.
Cremone was quite the fellow,
Yeah.
and without him, we might have gotten here faster, and things might not have played out the way they did. So, in a way, he's a hero in his own ineptness.
I
Yes.
suppose so. Yeah. He will be missed.
It's a shame you didn't get to see the wedding. There still is a wedding, right?
Oh, of course. I would say that even demons and devils would not hold us back from marriage. Belgar and I are meant to be. No force in this entire world could stop that.
At this point, Cam rolls her eyes and walks away.
Okay.
Would the father of the bride be attending? Any issues there?
I never knew my father. My mother said that he ran off when I was young. That he was quite the dashing rogue, and that she had fallen for him, but he
might have fallen for her.
Life was not for him, and he took a ship.
Well, just as well. More room on your side for us.
Oh, okay. Well, I would be thrilled if you would attend. That would be wonderful.
Of course.
Especially after all the kind things you've done.
After all this, we need some celebration, right?
Oh, certainly. I mean, just myself personally, I felt like I almost died twice today. That is,
I know the feeling.
Quite the stress. Oh, you do?
Yeah. Get some rest.
You look like you could use some rest also, actually, now that you mention it.
Definitely. Well, I'll leave you to it. You've got plans to make and, guest lists, things like that. So I'll just be going.
All right. Well, thank you again.
You're very welcome.
Belgar is checking on those ladies that you say may be related to me, so I'll go see what's going on with that.
Yes.
Thank you again. And she
Yes.
begins making her way to the center of the tavern. Where is Cam going?
She's either going to go find Tira.
Okay. Tira's actually outside, leaning against the hand railing of the tavern, looking up at the sky.
So just walk up and like stand next to her, lean against the building too, and look up. And what a day.
It's been quite quite a day. Between undead armies and crazy, I don't even know what I saw through that door. She was quite something, though.
It might be better if you didn't see everything. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have nightmares about this for some time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, as much as I appreciate everything that you all have done for me, it has been, it seems quite evident that danger is attracted to the lot of you, for certain, as Cremone found out.
She doesn't meet her eyes. She kind of like looks off and kicks at the ground for a second, and then says, "Well, we said we'd help you with your father once things got calmed down and situated here. Is that something you still want to do to bring him here, or are you going to stay
Yes,
here? What are you going to do?"
that would be very nice to bring him here. And I heard someone say that the graveyard is empty now, so that there would be plenty of room for him.
Indeed.
I don't know. I could take his card and travel, but I'm not the chemist that my father was. I don't know if I could make a living doing that. Plus, I would be on my own with Henry, and as mighty of a warrior as Henry is, I don't know if I could defend myself against the wilds,
He is indeed. I mean, there might be something for you to find here in the town.
Yes, perhaps once things calm down and get back to normal, I could question around. I saw that there is an alchemy shop with a rather buxom older woman working there by herself. Perhaps she could use an assistant.
We met her earlier. Eénsek has a date with her.
Oh my! Huh. Well, isn't that quite a thing? Well, good for him. Adventuring can be lonely, I suppose.
Maybe he can put in a good word for you. After all the help you've given to us on our way here.
Yes, I will do my best to do that.
No, he'll give a good word for you.
Oh, even better. I he does quite well then.
In the meantime, I'm going to go up to the barkeep or the innkeep and
he's holding his broken stool.
Yes. Sorry about the stool. Yes, that was quite nice. Very comfortable.
Yeah, it was my favorite.
I know you've got a lot going on. Could you possibly dip back to the kitchen and grab me some vegetables?
Some vegetable?
And I just place a couple of golds down.
Oh yes, of course. I'll get that right away for you, sir. He does in like a fake accent, and he scurries into the back as quick as his pudgy little feet will take him.
Okay.
Cam. Sorry. Go ahead.
When he brings those back, does he bring them back? Obviously,
he will bring them back.
Or he just
it takes
gone
him
with my gold. Okay.
Yeah.
When he brings them back, I'm going to venture outside and I'm going to walk up to Henry and just start feeding him some carrots and whatever else he's brought out, and just whisper in his ear. I'm like, "There's more where that came from. Stick with me."
Cam, you hear a voice from behind you. Oi, Buffett, got a minute? I can't hear you, Jesse.
Playing hard to get.
Stupid microphone.
There it goes.
Out the window. I said she kind of clenches up and sighs and turns around slowly. Little rug tug.
Oi, how you doing?
Been better days. How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. Kind of got to be a hero. Feeling pretty good about that. Fought
I
some
saw a bit of
skeletons. Yep, with my
Charging
mighty
around on
steed.
Henry.
But anyways, I was lurking about and I heard what happened to Cremone, and y'all seemed upset about that. And then I heard that fancy fellow in the white and red say that he could bring him back if he had a 1,000 gold piece diamond.
He did indeed.
Yeah, well, here you go. And he holds out his hand, and there's a giant diamond. You can actually see flakes of gold around it where it was recently pried out of something.
Do I have to worry about where this came from? Is someone going to come looking for
it came
it?
from Thurman Fulmarin's house.
Oh, all right. She immediately starts walking towards Filmarin's house.
No, hold on. He don't need it. He's
the
already
diamond.
rich. He already owns everything. He ain't going to miss one giant diamond.
He just might.
I don't think so, especially because nobody saw me take it. They're all here.
He appreciates the offer, but they're going to notice a giant diamond the size of your head is gone.
Not if you get rid of it quick. Here. He grabs you by the hand, grabs Cam by the hand, places the diamond in her hand, and winks at her with his real eye, and says, "Just do the right thing," and starts wandering off, whistling.
She walks the diamond to Filmarin's house.
All right, Turman's actually still inside the bar with his granddaughter, though.
Oh, I thought they were walking him home.
Not yet. This has all been happening relatively rapid succession.
She thinks about if she could swap the diamond for the thing in his eye, and kind of looks at the diamond and looks
It's
at
not
Rugtug is walking
it's not
away.
the right shape, so it would be really awkward. The gem that's in his eye is round. This one is very much ovaloid. It would probably be a little uncomfortable. Not saying it couldn't be done.
I'm just saying she's thinking about it. Clearly not a real possibility, but she thinks about it. And then she walks into the tavern.
All right. I assume our two martial heroes are outside of town in the cemetery digging a hole.
Yeah, we found a nice apple tree, or I did, that I thought would be an apropos place to make a final resting place for Cremone, and I've watched as Gradduk has been digging the hole.
All right.
I'm eating an apple in front of him.
All righty.
So,
Well,
I'll save that for next time.
yeah. So, yep, we've given them nice honors. We know where it is. I say we'll bring the gang back when we're ready and we can say a few words. But let's head back into town now.
all right. Everyone manages to gather back up.
I mean, Gradduk feels like he should say a few words. So
Right now?
yeah, we've just buried Cremone, so
Dear friend, you weren't the best at traveling. You couldn't keep hold of your map. You fell into a river. You were quite annoying, but you made good food, and that will be missed. Good rest. You weren't a warrior or really didn't contribute at all other than the food, but that was helpful. Bye.
Very heartfelt, Gradduk. I'm sure.
As we walk back in, I
say,
tell him about he must have missed us in the din of battle, but he's the one who told me to get rid of the necklace, that was more important than concentrating on the ring. So perhaps he might have saved all of us in there, Gradduk.
Because he was obsessed with jewelry?
He had some knowledge that we didn't have. Sometimes
definitely-
knowledge is as strong as might and muscles.
Yeah, I
Remember
definitely
that.
do not have as much knowledge when it comes to jewelry. That is not my forte.
I just shake my head and keep walking.
All right. The four of you gather back up outside the tavern, right next to the entrance to the town. And it kind of sinks in that you guys, the four of you, are the heroes of Rokshesh. You saved the town from the Bone Thrower and stopped the Lady Belush from taking her daughter's life to regain her own. Quite an accomplishment. And that is where we will end this episode of Allegiance Quest. Thanks for watching, everyone. Of course, as always, we appreciate likes and follows and shares and comments. So any of those things are greatly appreciated. Spread the word. If you know anybody who likes Dungeons and Dragons, they might get a kick out of our little adventure here. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. And until the next time we see you for another episode of Allegiance Quest.